Hi everyone and welcome. You are going to need a chair, an elastic band and some blocks. So get those ready and I'm going to meet you back on the mat. Okay, welcome onto your mat. Let's go in a standing position. Feet hip width or shoulder width apart with your toes pointing towards the side, 45 degrees angle. And keep your chest up and drop down, 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 down as low as you can and then come back up. Yeah, we're just gonna warm up our glutes, our hips, our legs a little bit. Try and keep your knees to the back as much as you can. Chest nice and tall, upright. We are staying proud in our position. And we're gonna drop down and up. Exactly. And we're gonna do this a few times to try and really warm up through our hips. And now we're going to stay down. We're going to go down, 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 and stay down. You can bring your elbows onto your knees. You're going to push your knees out, drop your hips as low as you can, and keep your chest up. So don't drop down here, but really try and keep your chest up. Keep pushing out with your elbows, and stay tall and hold. Now you can move your knee side to side a little bit forward, just to try and deepen within your hips here. And then you can move side to side with your hips. Exactly. This is just to warm up a little bit more throughout our hips, the whole range of motion. Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to, from here, extend your legs, drop your chest down, really try and reach the floor with your chest as much as you can, and then drop back down. You can rotate your feet as needed when you perform this change of movement. So really change from straight legs, chest down, to dropping your hips down, pushing your knees out with your elbows, and then you extend again. Your elbows are not actually moving position. They are staying on your knees the whole time. Oh, we're changing a few times here. All right. Good. Once you're done, hands onto your floor and just move your hips side to side. Just to create some, to release a little bit of the tension in your hips. It just feels good. All right, and drop into your knees and then stand up. Okay, you're gonna stand on the end of your mat, hip width apart, and we are going to bring our chin to our chest and drop down, round your back, and come the whole way down, 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 until your hands are on the floor. From here, you can go further forward if you need, depending where you are with your flexibility, or you can also bend your knees slightly to try and reach the floor. If, however, you're relatively flexible, please try and extend your legs and keep your hands flat on the floor. From here, you are going to try and bring your shoulders back away from your ears and drop your chest down and rotate your hips up, like your tailbone up towards the ceiling, and try and lengthen through your back. And then you're going to round your back again. And then you lengthen. And we're just going to rotate between those two movements. And here, when you push away, you really push away, you round your back, you make yourself like really tall here. And then you rotate again, you change, looking up, shoulders away from the ears, pushing your tailbone up and around. Don't forget, we're warming up, so it's also okay if you're not super far. And again, you can also be here with your legs bent, yeah, if that's easier or more available for you, then please go for that. Yeah, it's completely fine. Nothing to be ashamed of. We're warming up, we're taking our time, so don't push too much. All right, from here, we are going to walk our hands forward until we are in a downward dog. So really try and bring your feet flat onto the mat and push into your hands to extend through your shoulders. Push yourself away, just like we did in our previous video about the shoulder extensions. Yeah, you want to push the floor away, make yourself tall, and then drop your chest towards your feet. And here you can walk a few times if you like, just to try and create some space and find the right position for you, for your feet. Okay? So take the time here, make yourself comfortable, and then really push chest to feet. Feet are flat in the mat. We're going to try and extend your legs. From here, we are bringing our right foot in the middle of the mat and extending through that leg. The left knee is going to meet the right knee. Leg is bent. And we're going to do a few circles here. We're going to go up with that knee, rotate open, and close. 1. Gonna do 3 in one direction. 2, one more. 3, and all the way around. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna change side. Other left foot comes into the mat. Right knee meets left knee. And we're gonna go up and around, do the same thing. 1. Keep pushing through your shoulders. Don't forget, you want to lengthen through your shoulders. 3, and all the way around. Let's go. Open. 1, 2, last one. 3, okay. And back into a downward dog. Looking up between your fingers. Just my hair is in the way. Looking up between your hands, pushing your tailbone up, and then coming onto your knees. Okay, very good, guys. All right, starting to feel warm, which is really good. All right, from here, you are going to go straight away into a lunge. So you can let's all go in the same direction straight away. We're going to bring our left foot forward, our right knee to the back, and we're going to drop down in a low lunge. Please look back, make sure your foot is aligned with your knee, which is aligned with your hip. Same here, foot, knee, hip. It should all be nice and aligned. We are staying upright, weight above our hips. And we're pushing down, we're just staying here. We're just warming up our lunge at this moment. So just, take your time and just warm up your lunge a little bit. Just try and release the tension you hold into your hips and try and deepen into this lunge. And just take your time, breathe through it. I'm going to use that time to put my hair together so it's not going to be constantly in my way like before, right? So I am just taking time to do this while I'm trying to really release in that lunge and release the tension and drop down as low as possible. Okay, once we are a little bit more relaxed, we're going to bend the back foot up towards the butt. I am going to reach with the same hand onto my foot and I'm going to bring it towards my butt without coming up with my hips. So the idea is that you stay low. If you need to, you can hold onto a wall, onto the chair. Yeah, you have a chair that should be around you. Grab that, hold onto the chair if you want, or even onto the blocks. Hold onto something if you need to, but find your balance. If you have a good balance, then you can also work on that. And drop your foot closer to your hips. And you're gonna try and lower down into your lunge even further. And you're gonna breathe through it. If you want, if you're flexible enough, instead of just holding onto your foot, you can really rotate your hands around, pointing towards the same direction in your toes, and actually stretch your foot at the same time, right? Then it's really a double stretch here, and it's even stretching your shoulders a little bit as well because it's rotating it back. You want to stay relatively squared here. All right, and then you're gonna release. Bring your hand inside to the inside of your foot, and then push your foot away from you. So I'm pushing it towards you guys. I'm pushing my foot away. And we're gonna hold here. Try and again release, lower into the floor and keep that knee nice and straight at the front. Don't let it rotate out, but keep it nice and strong and keep pushing that foot towards the wall. Look forward. Don't look towards your foot. You don't wanna look back, but look forward. And then release that foot. Okay, we're gonna straighten that front leg and just push our hip towards the feet and towards your foot, and at the same time, rotate again your tailbone up towards the back and drop your chest a little bit. Bring your hands to the inside of your foot and bring your foot back and sit down. Okay, you can massage your hip a little bit. We've done one side, we're gonna repeat on the other side so that you are equal on both sides. All right, coming back up, I'm gonna bring one foot forward and drop into a low lunge to start with, and simply dropping down again, making sure you're nice and aligned here, nice and aligned at the back, and we're just creating some space. So take your time, just relax, keep breathing deeply. Yeah, it's really important that you keep a deep breath and you keep really going down, every single time you breathe in, and then you breathe out, you release more tension and you drop further into your lunge. But again, we're still warming up our lunge a little bit here. So, take your time, but try and just deepen slowly, naturally into your lunge, just like it feels comfortable for you. All right, and once you're ready, you're gonna bring this foot, the back leg up again. You're gonna go grab your foot and then rotate your hand if you can and push your foot towards your butt, and at the same time, keep dropping your hips down towards the floor and try and stay relatively squared. It's normal that you're gonna rotate a little bit towards that back foot because you go and grab it. It's relatively normal, but try and not let yourself rotate completely, but simply stay focused on rotating your chest back to face the front instead. Pushing down, try and lengthen through the hip, keep your chest tall, and eventually we're relaxing the leg back, holding from the inside of your foot, and you're gonna push your foot away from you, away, and you keep looking forward, keeping your front knee nice and aligned. Keep nice and tall with your chest. And breathe through it. Try relaxing it. And eventually, let go. Good. We're going to extend that front leg, point your toes, flex your foot, and bring your chest down towards that foot. Lengthen through your spine. And then bring your hands on the inside and bring your foot back. All right, we are going to strengthen a little bit our glutes and our hips on the side. You are going to go on all four, and now we are going to simply bring that leg 90-degree angle up to the side as high as possible, and then back down. And we bring it up and down. We're gonna do this 10 times, all right? Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Now we are going to bring the leg the same way up and then extend it to the side, bring it back to 90 degrees and down. So we are lifting, straightening, bend and down. Let's go 10 times. Straight, bend, 1. 2, keep your arms extended. 3, nice and strong through your shoulders. 4, 5, nice and in line with that leg. 6, starting to feel my glutes. 7, which is the point. So it's the idea of this exercise, right? 8, 9, one more. 10, all right, good job guys. We're gonna do the other side. Straight away, 90-degree angle with your legs, nice and strong through your shoulders, through your arms, and let's go. 1, first we're just going up and down. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, all right. Next one, bend, extend, bend, down, right? Let's go, 10 times. Extend, bend, 1. Keep strong through your arms, keep strong through your shoulders. Stay nice and tall, look up. 3, 4, you're doing amazing guys. Let's continue. 5, 5 more, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, all right, relax a little bit. I can feel my glutes. I guess you too, I hope so, anyway. All right, now we are going to lie onto our backs, grab onto your elastic band because we are going to need it. You are going to lie onto your back. Okay, from here, we are going to bring our hands in front of us, pretty much next to our head onto the floor. We're going to slowly go up and bring our elbows in line with the hands. Our fingers are pointing towards the front of the room, so my index finger is actually pointing towards the front of the room. The other fingers are simply spread out to the side, and you can grab onto the floor a little bit. You can hold onto it a little bit. Okay, from here, push your shoulders away from you. Stay nice and strong in your chest. Okay, shoulders away, shoulders back as well. Chest forward, looking nice ahead in front of you. From here, you're going to squeeze your glutes together, both of them. Squeeze your legs down. Try and push the floor with your glutes. And we're going to try and lift one leg up only a little bit from the floor. You don't have to go far. You don't want your hips to rotate open. You want to keep them nice and stable. Lift one leg and down. 1, 2, we're going to do that 10 times. 3, 4, it's a small movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, you're going to hold. 10 and hold. Stay nice and tall in your chest and shoulders. Hold, push your floor, push the floor, push your hips into the floor and relax. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Ready? Push into the floor and let's lift that leg. 1, 2, small movement. 3, but nice and controlled. 4, 5, nice and strong. Chest, upper back, extended. Strong legs, strong feet, strong glutes. 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Hold, 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 hold. You can do it, guys. You're doing amazing. And relax. All right, lie down. Now, we are going to bring our toes, tuck our toes under, push the floor away to extend our knees off the floor. Yeah? You can really push through your toes to extend your knees. Your knees are not on the floor anymore. You can squeeze your butt together to push your hips into the floor, which is going to increase this movement again. Hands are still next to your head, and we are going to literally bring our chin to our chest, push ourselves up from the floor, and then look forward, up and forward, shoulders back and away from the ears, pushing our chest forward, extending through the legs, and trying to push our hips down, and trying to lengthen through our stomach. So the idea here is really to lengthen through our stomach and trying to open up through the front of our body. And we're going to go back down, head back, and the whole way back down. You can bring your hands slightly further back if you want, and we're going to do the same thing. Chin to chest, pushing up, looking up and over, and holding. Keep pushing through your knees, through your legs, to keep your knees off the floor, and coming back down. And again, hands a little bit to the back, and up again, chin to chest, whole way up. And rotate your head back. Keep pushing through your knees. Hips into the floor. If you feel like you're starting to lift too far away from the floor, just bend slightly in your arms if you want to keep your hips on the floor. And back down. I'm going to do this one more time. Chin to chest, up, 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 up. And push your chest forward and back. Well, your chest forward, your head back. And really keep your hips on the floor. That's important. You can move a little bit side to side if you want, just to extend through the sides, and then relax back down. Okay, from here, you're gonna bring one foot up and flex it. And you can bring your hands back where they were before, and you're gonna bring yourself up into a seal stretch, in a baby seal stretch if you want. You're going to bring this leg up, if you haven't yet. I've told you already, but that's okay. And the arm, so we're going to start maybe with the left leg, and the right hand is going to meet the left hand, right? So you're going to bring this hand across onto the floor. Once you're here, you can release this left hand. You're going to go and grab from the inside of your foot, from the inside. You're going to grab onto the ankle, and then you're going to really flex this foot and push it away from you. So I'm trying to push my foot towards the wall, and I'm extending. I rotate my shoulder back at the same time, and then I try and really push in that leg so that I can somewhat take the weight off my arm at the front. So you really have to push strongly. And from here, we're going to try and release that bottom hand and try and stay strong. You can try and reach forward, try and keep your knee on the floor as good as possible, and hold here. Then bring your hand back down where it was. And lift yourself up, make yourself tall, and push even further back. Stay tall. And relax that foot towards your butt. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Grab onto your foot and push your foot down into the mat. And hold here. Push, 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 push as far as possible. And then you're going to release that leg. And we're going to start the same on the other side. So elbows are both on the floor. Left hand meets the right hand. We're going to release that right hand. Bring the right foot towards your butt. Flex your foot. Go grab the ankle from the inside with your hand. And then push your foot away from you to try and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Push, 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 push. Lengthen up. Once you're there, try and release and see if you can hold. Try to keep your knee on the floor as good as possible, and then come back down. Push, extend, extend, push even further away, hold. Really try and extend, and then bring that foot in. Rotate it, push it to the floor as far as you can. Push it, push it, push it down, 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 down. Staying nice and tall in your chest. And then relax. Okay. You're going to lie down onto your stomach, and now you're going to bring both your feet up, and you're going to grab from the outside onto your ankles again. Flex your feet, and you're going to push away, and with that strength in your legs, it's really important that you push, push, push so much in your feet that you're going to feel your chest lift off the floor, right? But it's coming from your legs. It's really important. So you are going to push in your feet. At the same time, lift your head, and you're going to lift, 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 push in your feet, push in your feet, push, 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 so that it lifts you as high as possible. Really try to go as high as you can. Once you're up, you can try and point your feet. But I would recommend to flex them because it really helps you to think of pushing your feet away from you. But yeah, once you're in it, you can point them if you want to make it look nicer. And then slowly come back down. Okay, relax. 2 seconds, move your hips side to side, and then we are going to do the opposite with your hands. You're going to go and grab from the inside, and then we're going to do the same thing. So you're going to bend your legs again. You're going to go and grab your ankles from the inside, flex your feet, and you're going to push again with your feet away. At the same time, you're going to rotate your shoulders back, let your head lift, and push as high as possible. Try and keep your knees again close to the floor. And then try and lengthen through your chest, through your stomach. If you want, point and hold, push away. And if you want, look up. And then relax. Okay, relax again. A few seconds. And then we're going to do the same thing, but this time you don't need to keep your knees on the floor. Right? This time we really try to keep our knees on the floor, hips on the floor, and push with our feet. Now you're going to simply push up and let your knees also go up in the air. Okay? You're going to grab again from the inside. So bend your legs, grab from the inside. And now you're going to, again, push in your legs, but let your knees lift into the air. So you're going to lift everything. You're pushing into your feet at the same time in your upper body, and you let everything lift up, 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 as high as possible. Look up and hold this pose. And then you can relax. Whee. Okay. Relax, relax, relax. All right. If you want a little extra challenge, so either you can do this one again, right? The exact same way, same thing, and repeat the same thing, right? If you want an extra challenge, I'm going to ask you to grab onto your elastic band, and you're going to wrap the band around your feet. So you're going to bring your feet in, flex them. That's quite important, or the elastic band will not hold. And you're going to bring the elastic band on the other side of your feet. Now, you want the elastic band really close to your toes, and you want to flex, like I said. Really flex those feet. Bring your hands to your shoulders. That's quite important. It's like a backpack, right? You bring your hands onto your shoulders. From here, you want to straighten your legs and your arms simultaneously. And you want to try and hold this position and try and relax in it. You can look up or look forward. It's okay, just don't look down. But you can look forward or looking up and try and extend through your legs and hold. If this is really too difficult for you, to come back out of it, bend your legs and bring your hands down. If it's too hard for you, it's probably because you're holding too close to your feet. So simply give a bit more space, give yourself more space by holding further away on the band. If you don't have a long elastic band, this can be a little bit of a tricky one. And in that case, I would suggest just going back to the other position. All right. But if you do have one, then I think it's a really great exercise to stretch and strengthen at the same time, right? So again, we're going to try this one more time. I gave myself more space so I can show you as well in case you need a bit more space. So again, from your shoulders, push into your feet to have some strength in the elastic band so that it's kind of holding back a little bit, and then you can extend your arms and try and really straighten your legs as much as you can without the band rolling back. Okay. And like I said, if you want it to be a little bit more difficult, just simply bring your hands in. We're going to do it one more time. So try and choose where you want to be. This is our third time, so you can challenge yourself a little more than before. And you're going to, again, from your shoulders, try and push in your feet, push in your hands, and try and extend. And breathe. Extend through your arms, through your shoulders, through your stomach, through your knees. And then slowly bend your legs, bring your hands down, and then release. Good job, guys. Put the band on the side. And come back up. Okay, from here, you can grab onto your chair or bring your chair closer to you. And I will come here. You're going to simply hold onto your chair, and you're going to start by pushing your hips. And we're going to start to open up our hips, but we start with our head first. So bring the chair close to you so that you can hold onto it. And now we're going to go with your head first up and back, right? And at this moment, you can still keep your hips a little bit to the back, your tailbone tucked up, and you're going to go down. And once you're in this position, you can start pushing your hips forward and drop a little bit lower. And just, the chair is just here for your support. So just hold on to it. And if you feel comfortable, you can try and reach one hand after the other for your feet, and then push your hips forward and open up your hips as much as possible and look back. And try and breathe. Yeah, nice and deep breaths. And then to come out, you can grab back onto the chair if it's available for you. And then come back up slowly, hips back and chest back. Good. This is just to lengthen a little bit more throughout the front of our stomach, like I was saying before. And now we are going to bring the chair onto the side. This is quite a difficult one, so bear with me on that one. All right, you're going to bring the chair against the wall, so it's nice and stable. It can't go anywhere, and you're going to grab onto your 2 blocks. You can bring your blocks onto the floor next to your hips. You're going to come nice and tall on top of your knee, and you're going to bring 1 foot up onto the chair. You can just touch the blocks for extra support if you need to, and you're going to bring that foot up. From here, you can bring your blocks down. You can bring this back knee a little bit backwards just so you create a little bit more space. And you're going to push your hips forward, okay? And you can bring your blocks back a little bit. Now you want to actively push your hips forward into or towards the chair. And you can put some weight into those blocks just for additional support if you need to. Okay, you're going to stay nice and tall, and if you want, you can try and drop your head back. Okay, so you're going to try and drop that head back. If you feel like you want the additional challenge, try and interlace your fingers behind your back around your leg, And you're gonna try and drop your head down and move your hands down towards the knee. And then try and hold. And breathe in. And while you breathe out, push your hip into the chair. And then slowly coming back out of it, holding onto the blocks. And coming the whole way up. And you're gonna bring that leg down. Okay, nice stretching our hips here. I'm gonna do the other side. So same thing, you're gonna bring one foot up, push your hip into the chair here. Push your hip into the chair, bring your blocks next to you and put some weight in it. You can look back and hold, push your hip forward. And if you want the additional challenge, interlace your fingers behind you, around your leg, and then try and drop lower and keep your balance. And look down as far as you can. And then slowly come back up. That's if you have already quite good balance. If not, just stick to the first exercise and come out of it. Okay. Now you are going to keep the chair in front of you. I'm going to just put the blocks away for a moment. And you are going to drop into, again, onto your stomach, onto your hips. And you're going to come quite close to the chair, into like a fake seal stretch, really, because your hands are not on the floor, they're on top of the chair. And now from here, you want to try and really push your hips into the floor and just relax here. If this is enough for you, you can simply stay here. If you feel like this is already stretching your stomach and your hips, just, stay here. If you want additional stretch, bring your hands onto the chair or even on the side of the chair, wherever feels best for you. And you are going to push yourself up away from the chair. You can even extend your hands and push the whole chair away and try and really push yourself up and away from the chair. And keep pushing your hips down. So this should feel really nice on your hips. It should feel like a nice stretch here. You can try here to contract your glutes and then relax them. Contract, relax, and feel the difference between the feeling when you have your glutes contracted or released. And come back out of it. Slowly. And then push yourself back up. Good job, guys. Okay, relax. Release your hips. And we're just gonna go in a little frog stretch on the floor. Just bring your knees out to each side. 90-degree angle, foot is behind the knee, aligned with your hip. You can flex your feet. I recommend flexing them. And then you're just gonna drop onto your elbows. And we're just gonna hold here for a little bit. You can move forward and back even if you like. This is just to open our hips up a little further. And really try and release the tension in your hips. And then slowly push yourself back up and come out of it. Okay, we are actually done for today. You can lie onto your back and bring your knees to your chest and just, rock forward and back a little bit to release the tension we just built up throughout this session. Okay. And then slowly coming up. Bye, guys.